Sharper Point Commentary.
New poll results about how many American Latinos don't have a problem with mass deportations may surprise some people. But if you stop to think about why they support kicking lots and lots of people out of the country who have no legal right to be here, you're not likely to be surprised at all. First, though, the surprising. Almost a third of the nearly 1,400 Latinos, who, by the way, are all those who have young families, polled by BSP Research earlier this year, said they support mass deportations. Let me say that again. Almost a third of the nearly 1,400 Latinos polled by BSP Research say they support mass deportations. Yep, they support kicking people out of this country, even though those deportees may be from the same country that their ancestors came from. I'll get to the why in a second, but first I should point out that while the BSP poll conducted on behalf of Hispanic civil rights group Unidos US and parent support group APOD showed that more than 3 in 10 Latinos approved of mass deportations, almost 70% of the Latinos polled opposed them, expressing concerns for affected friends, family, and coworkers. But interestingly, it was concern for family that likely led to the Latinos who support mass deportations to do so, because they said that economic hardship, which they blame on immigrants, is the reason we need to get the immigrants, the undocumented immigrants, those who are in the country illegally, kicked out. Gabe Sanchez, director of research at BSP, said those 31% of Latinos who are down for mass deportations believe that undocumented people are to blame for rising housing costs and the lack of well-paying jobs, saying, quote, the Trump campaign essentially blamed immigrants for everything wrong with the economy, and saying also Latinos have struggled more financially over the last several years than probably any other community in the country. So I think a lot of Latinos just bought into that narrative. It's why Cesar Chavez, one of Arizona's most historically consequential native-born Latino sons, was against illegal immigration. He was not an immigrant activist. He was a labor activist, and he believed that the cheap labor that undocumented migrants provide to American farms caused great economic harm to the people he represented in the farm labor movement. Also, think about this. Since this poll was comprised of Latinos from young families, these people tend to be the most worried about getting ahead and tend to be at the lowest economic rung that they will be in their lifetime, with all the bills that young kids bring. Another explanation why such a large portion of Latinos may be for mass deportations is the fact that more and more Latinos have become Republicans in the last few years. Although they may be more moderate on immigration issues than a lot of their fellow Republicans, because this poll shows that 75% of Latino Republicans favor bipartisan immigration reform with border security and pathways to citizenship, something that neither party has seemed to have been able to cobble together. For some reason, you're seen as being weak on illegal immigration if you're for raising legal immigration levels. And on the other side of the aisle, you're seen as anti-immigrant if you're against illegal immigration and for making sure that criminals from other countries don't cross our border along with the peaceful, hardworking undocumented. All I know is that as the son of an immigrant, I'm a first-generation American on one side, nobody seems to be more against illegal immigration than those who have immigrated to the U.S. legally. And by the way, he did that to get his education and then stayed in the United States and became a U.S. citizen, something that the Trump administration is also trying to make go away for certain people.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.